Welcome. I'm the Tin Man, and thank you for joining me for the sixth episode of the Road to Dice Gear series. This is the goal slide of all the accomplishments I'm going for in this series. Hoping to get a few of them done this episode. Let's get right into it. Alright, just handed in another stack of seals from the last trip that I did, and now I'm only 191 seals short of max Saren reputation, which means 191 seals. That's going to be about 130 Vindicta kills, so maybe 4 more hours of Vindicta till I've got max rep in Saren just from camping Vindicta. Hopefully I can get a couple more Aftershocks in that time. I don't imagine that I'll get all 9 Aftershock 3s and 4 Aftershock 1s that I need, but yeah, I might be able to get a couple more. I didn't end up getting anything that trip, not even any dormant pieces, which was a little unfortunate. But I'm starting off with the next trip here. I was a little tired when I did this. It was a little late at night, so a couple of these kills I forgot to switch armor. So I wore the Void and Bandos boots through the whole kill, so that hurt a little bit. But otherwise it went fine. And I was kind of sick. I got sick this week, so a lot of these clips I'm not going to be talking in because I was not able to talk very much without coughing all over the place. So I went on a next trip and I forgot to record and I ended up getting the Ancient Emblem. I actually ended up forgetting to turn on the recorder until 35 minutes later, so I did get the Ancient Emblem. I got it on KC next kill 84, so 1 in 50 drop rate. That's a little unlucky, but not too bad about it. I made the Ancient Lantern out of it, the mage one, because that's got the most use for me. I am going to go for a second one because the range defender, I'm sure there's some use for it, and it's probably going to be a while until I manage to get a third Ascension crossbow. Whereas I'm eventually going to camp KK for the perfect chitons, and so I'll probably end up with an extra offhand Drygor, so I don't need to worry about making a melee defender right now. That's only tier 80. I did the first KK trip of I'm sure will be many, going for the perfect chitons, and I'm not very good at KK. I went with Sona, we got a couple of kills. There was one time where I had died, and then I ran back in, and then as soon as I got there, he died, and I managed to finish that kill off, but it wasn't going so well. I was having some internet issues, and, both of us had died a couple times, so we decided to call it quits after a couple of kills, but, definitely, I'm definitely not very good at this boss. I'm definitely going to have to learn a bit on how to do it a little more effectively. Back to next, because still going for that second Ancient Emblem and going for those boots. And a couple kills in, my Frozen Key ran out of charges for the first time. With the Frozen Key buff of 100 charges per Frozen Key, it's not even something that I even remember. It's just completely out of the blue. So by that time I had 90 next kill count, so there must have been 10 kills where I either was learning and failed to kill, or I had teleported out, or I had died or something. Some reason that I hadn't gotten the kill for it, and I have no next items to show for it yet. But hopefully the next time that I need to recharge my Frozen Key, I've got a whole slew of next items to show for it. Maybe I won't even need to recharge it again. Maybe I'll get the next 3 boots in the next 100 kills, who knows. Back at next with my recharged Frozen Key. That's the reoccurring theme for this episode. Still no luck on drops yet, though, which is pretty strange, because I know that the drop rate for next items is 1 in 30, 35, somewhere around there. I've known a couple people that through 200, 300 kills, they've maintained a 1 in 10 or 1 in 15 drop rate, which is just insane. Managed to get a couple of dormant pieces, but on the whole, I've been pretty dry at Vindicta. So this is I'm finishing up the last hour of Vindicta I'm going to do for a while. I've got 91 seals in my inventory, as you can tell, and my Saren reputation is 45, so 91 seals will get me exactly to max Saren reputation. So to get here, it took me 648 kills, and I haven't gotten any lances or crests since the clip at the beginning of the episode, so I've been pretty dry, but I'm most likely not actually dry. I'm most likely just catching up to my pretty lucky drop rate at the beginning, so the lances and crests will come when they come. just finished the last Vindicta kill that I'm going to do for a while. I'm going to go Camp Hellweir until I get planted feet, because I need that a lot more than I need another Aftershock right now. I'm about to cap off Saren Reputation and get the 100% drop rate there. So, boom. There we go. That is 100% Saren drop rate increase, so going to make it a lot easier to get planted feet. I either need a crest or a wand, so I'm going to go camp for that now. No luck on the crest or wand yet, but those are pretty rare, so I'm likely going to have to camp a while for it. Managed to get a helm, but that's about it. And then I got PM'd about going Virago, so, you know how that is. That takes precedence, so did like about, half an hour of kills, and then left and did some Virago. Did a couple of Virago kills, didn't exactly go as well as I had hoped. It's Vitalis week, but I was going with some people that I knew, so went pretty okay. But it's definitely not as fun or as easy or as quick as Scop or TS or Ceilings is, so I definitely still much prefer those. Raids again, and I hope you realize that every single time I look at these, it's a surprise for me just as much as it is for you what I actually got, because I never actually look at when I actually get the drop, because I'm just like, oh, is it Acto? Is it a Codex? Nah, re-rolling. And then back to next, of course. Still going for a singular armor piece. Any armor piece would be awesome at this point. Getting a lot of magic logs and magic seeds. And I got an RDT drop in there, which kind of sucked because it was like a singular rune plate body, which is a little unfortunate, but, it happens. And got a new personal record. Still creeping down there. Every single time I'm on Reckless, I think I get a new record about. And I also got 70 mil Constitution, which threw me off because it was just massive fireworks out of nowhere. And then I got a drop. I got Virtus Boots. Now, I would show you my live reaction, but it was mostly just me saying, oh my god, and then coughing for like 30 to 45 seconds straight, and then saying, oh my god again. So, not super helpful. But, very first armor piece at 116 KC. So, if I can expect this drop rate to continue, I should have, like, every single boot by 350 kills. Or, that's how it works, right? Yeah, totally. That's totally how it works. But, that would mean I would have no other armor pieces whatsoever, so that'd be a little unfortunate. But, I think I'd take that. I think I'd take 350 kills for all 3 boots and nothing else. I think that'd be fine. So I'm now 1/3 of the way done with Nex. 116 kills in, which is crazy to imagine. I never thought that my first armor piece would be boots. I thought that I would get something like pretty useless, like Torva's helmet or Virtus legs or something, like something that I would just be like, oh cool, I got something, and then it would go straight to the disassembly. So it's awesome that the very first thing that I got is useful. That's super amazing. Oh, what's this coming up next? Oh, you guessed it, more Nex. The kill that I got, the Virtus Boots, was the first kill of my trip, so I was super pumped and super motivated to just blast through the rest of that trip, and then I pretty much did nothing else but Nex, trying to get another Nex piece, because my thinking was if it took me 116 to get my first piece, then my luck must have to average out, so the distance from the first piece to the second piece has got to be super short, right? Because, that's how statistics works. Anyways, I realized that I had forgotten to get the Glaycor boost for pretty much every single kill this episode, and I'm still managing to get faster and faster records. A 348 was what I saw briefly there. So once I actually remember to do that, I should get really fast kills. Quick break for raids, because Acto, right? Nope. Okay, back to Nex. And it might just be confirmation bias, but I feel like literally a third to half of my drops are brew restores, and that's the reason why I don't Nihil Nex, is because if I use a Nihil, then it means that I can't actually get all of the brews and restores from the drops. And I am going to be finishing off this episode with a drop, and that's the second and final Ancient Emblem that I need. So, didn't take me quite as long as it took me to get the first one, which was nice, because I didn't want to go super dry on it. I did want that inventory space back. Even though the second one's definitely less important. So now I've got the Ancient Repriser as well as the Ancient Lantern. So I'm sure there's some use for the Tier 80 range defender, like if I ever decide to range base Yaka instead of mage base Yaka or something, like in case I get Ascension crossbow before I get a seismic wand or something like that. I'm sure it's useful somewhere, so I'll make use of it. This episode, I got super lucky getting the Virtus boots as my first Nex item, and then I also got the tier 80 defender from Nex, so now I can start camping for those perfect chitons from KK. I hope you liked this week's episode. Be sure to like if you liked it and comment if you've got something to say. And I make new videos every Thursday, so be sure to subscribe if you want to see more.